Today we're going to be exploring what I call the induction myth. Hello and welcome back to One Ritual, a channel where we explore evidence-based and alternative approaches to wellness, body, and birth. According to ACOG, the American College of Obstetrics and Gynecology, if a woman goes into labor spontaneously, this is usually happening at 41 and a half weeks. However, it's very common now for women to be told that they should induce for, I'd say, 5 basic reasons. The first that we hear a lot is your baby is too big. Typically, they'll do an ultrasound at the end of the pregnancy and try to measure the weight of the baby. I do want to say that these ultrasounds have a margin of error of 70%. So if you're weighing your baby in this ultrasound and it looks like it's going to be 8 pounds, it's pretty likely that once it's born, it's going to be around 7.5 pounds or something different, but usually not 8. That being said, 8 pounds is not a big baby. Plenty of women gave birth to 9-pound, 10-pound, 11-pound babies. Second, women are told that their hips are too small or they are too petite and the baby simply will not fit and come out of their vagina. This is another way of saying that the woman's body is inadequate and unable to birth. If your baby has received a diagnosis during its genetic screening that its actual skeleton, its skull, is physically incompatible with the outlet of the mother's pelvis, then that might be a reason to suspect that your baby is simply too big to pass through the vaginal canal. Third, women are told they cannot go past their due date. Typically, they're not given any sort of sound medical reason that they are endangering their baby or themselves by going past their due date. They are simply told that they cannot go past their due date. Women are typically going to 41 and a half weeks. The due date is just a guess. Some babies come before the due date. Only 4% of babies actually come on your estimated due date, and the rest are coming after the due date. So if this is suggested to you, get some really good sound medical evidence that you are actually in medical need of an induction. Fourth, your amniotic fluid is too low. Low amniotic fluid is caused by dehydration or water retention. This is a good opportunity for you to make some adjustments during your pregnancy to rehydrate your body, replenish your fluid, and perhaps look at your sodium intake to see why you're retaining that water. 8 to 10 is a normal level for your amniotic fluid. 4 to 6 is acceptable, and anything below 4 is questionable and should be looked at and observed. Fifth, your placenta will get too old. This is a reason that doctors give for wanting to induce. After you go past your due date, you will do a biophysical exam that will examine the state of the placenta. And if the placenta looks fine, then there's no reason to induce. If after 42 weeks, the baby is still not out, you will get another biophysical exam and observe to see if there's any calcification in the placenta. If there is, this might be a cause to consider an induction. But if not, you can hold off on an induction. And sixth, you are of advanced age. So now in gynecology and obstetrics, if you're above the age of 35, your pregnancy is considered geriatric. There is no actual evidence showing that a woman after the age of 35 is at any higher risk to go through a natural, spontaneous vaginal birth. If you are in good shape and you do not have any pre-existing conditions like obesity or diabetes, there is no reason that age should be a factor in your ability to go and have your baby at whatever time that you would like. If you'd like to research this topic further, please feel free to check out the article we posted in the description down below. If you enjoyed our video today, please click like, subscribe, and share. We would love to also hear about your induction stories or avoidance of induction stories in the comments down below.